The landscapes of our lives are for learning, where experience is our teacher. When we gather together to share our resources, we are destined to love and thrive. Good morning, Pierre.
Hey, good morning, Marie. We're doing another practice, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, do you say that happiness is bullshit because we just did a podcast on happiness?
We
Feeling
just
happy?
recorded.
That's bullshit.
Maureen gave me the word happy. I didn't know what she was going to give me, and it was good podcasting. And I'm going to press the 3-minute start button, give you a word.
Wait, remember when we talked about kindness too, and I said that was really drippy? As a way to like dedicate your life to being like kind.
Right.
Isn't that terrible? That's a good thing to want to be
I think
kind.
it's good. You just
But
cut right.
I just think it's limiting,
You
That's
just
all I'm saying.
cut right through stuff. Well, I'm going to tee up a softball for you. Here you
Okay.
go.
It's gonna be a color.
Suffering.
We haven't talked about this yet.
It's my word. I don't know. Go for it.
Yeah, I used to say all the time, "Oh, life is suffering," when I was in my Buddhist stage. And yes, it is, but it's not all just that. I think for a while I just had like an aha moment recently of like, okay, yeah, like life is suffering, but that's not all of it. So I don't know. Bring us your poor, your sick, your suffering. Yeah, we suffer, and we have to. I think when I think of suffering, and I think we did talk about this, that I differentiate between suffering that comes from beyond our control, and then the suffering that we create that we do have control over.
Hmm.
Because I mean, I'm in the
Well,
business
you
of
said
trying
that
to
you
reduce
liked
suffering.
suffering. You said
Reduce
you liked suffering just two
Oh
minutes
yeah,
ago.
I
What's up
love
with
to
that?
suffer at the gym. Yeah, I love to suffer at the gym. You need a certain amount of suffering. Life's too comfortable. That's not good.
Why?
Well, and aren't we privileged that we're at this point where we're so comfortable that we have to create some suffering? But we do actually. We actually have to create some challenges for ourselves.
All right. I think you
I
mentioned
I
today.
do, and where I am in my life, and you privileged, whatever, have my basic needs met and everything. So, yeah, I think we do
I
have.
think you asked the question, in any given day, what's your maximum amount of suffering? And it's like almost zero
Yeah.
is that a good thing? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it is. It's like it's accepting whatever it
Right.
is. Like
I
I was
think,
born this time and place. I didn't ask for that. Like I accept. Like this is my place, and this is what's happening. And I don't want to live in fear of suffering. Do you know? I think that's the change that I made a long time ago. Is like to welcome suffering if it comes up, like anything else. Like welcome happiness and good things too, but let's be realistic, like
right,
measuring your expectations, like, oh, I don't want anything bad to happen, and I'm going to live in a state of rigidity and constriction and
right,
fend off everything that could possibly happen and try to control things. I
right,
think I let go of that a long time ago.
right. Well, that's cool. Well, this is actually the perfect practice because the word is suffering, and I don't want to talk about it. And we're at the end of our 3 minutes.
Talk about Jesus. I would expect you to talk about Jesus.
Well, there's that. Sacrifice, is a deep form of love, and there's suffering and sacrifice. So we learn a lot through suffering, and recognizing that it's there and part of life, and acceptance is a good thing, and then using it to your benefit is a good thing as well. We just got off of Eckhart Tolle, so the alarm went off. We're at the end of 3 minutes, but the context that we operate in sometimes as humans, which Tolle said is delusional, is that life shouldn't be suffering, and yet struggle, the blade of grass struggles, birds struggle,
The
life struggles.
precariousness of life, yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
that's our word for today. And we will see you around the corner. And one of these days we'll practice with you when you When one of you thousands and thousands and maybe someday millions of fans send us a note, please send us a note. We just don't,
You don't even have to be a fan. You just have to be a listener.
you just have to be a listener, and then you can give us a word and we can all three talk about it. So see you around the corner.